What's going on, guys? It's J-Ho bringing you a brand new video, and today I want to give you guys my thoughts on some of the end game events in Destiny 2. So far since the launch of Destiny 2, we've had two time exclusive events, which is Iron Banner and faction rallies, and they come up for 1 week at a time every month or so, and I think these events so far have been a little bit lackluster. I think there's a good concept or idea behind time exclusive events, but I think they can definitely make it better and make it more enticing for people to come back and play during these events. So I have a few suggestions on ways we can improve these type of events going forward in future seasons of Destiny 2. So first of all, starting off with the faction rally event, I really like the concept of pitting the three factions against each other. I think that was a really cool idea. I think they should have done it back in Destiny 1 because there was a lot of competitiveness between factions on which one was the best one, and it all came down to the way the items look, to the loot, to the guns, and all that kind of stuff. But I still think faction rallies in Destiny 2 are a little bit lackluster because we're doing pretty much the same thing that we already do on a weekly basis, and the only difference is that we're pledging to a faction instead at the beginning of the week so that we can earn points or earn packages for that faction. I think they can take that concept a little bit further, and what I think they can do with this concept is instead create a whole new game mode or something like that. It could be PvE or PvP or both, and they can take that game mode and split up teams based off of your faction allegiance. And then, for example, for a PvP type game mode involving factions, you can split the teams up based off of your faction allegiance, and then when your team wins the match, then you will earn points that way for your team to ultimately win at the end of the week after the faction rally is over. So I think that's pretty cool. It could be an exclusive game mode that only comes up during faction rallies, maybe something like a capture the flag game mode, and you capture the other team's flag. So you can have two different factions going against each other, and you gotta take the other team's flag, and then whoever wins gets points at the end. So I think that'll be a pretty good concept. Just getting wins from a specific game mode that only comes up during the event can earn points for your faction to ultimately win the whole rally for that week. I think the best part about the faction rally right now is that there's exclusive loot that you can only get during this event. However, there are still some complaints about a lot of the loot being reskins and stuff in terms of weapons and even armor pieces, but I personally think some of the armor pieces look really good. The weapons are a little bit lackluster in my opinion. There's not really too many good faction weapons right now, but maybe they can add in some exclusive faction exotics that only come up or are only attainable during these faction rally events as well. So that can definitely turn it up a bit. I like the idea of being able to get ornaments now for some of the factions, as well as the Iron Banner and even the regular vendors that are there all the time. So that's a good addition as well. But I think having an exclusive game mode that only appears during the faction rally events, where you're directly pitted against other factions and you're directly challenging other factions in order to win and gain points for your faction, is a pretty interesting concept. I think that'll definitely make faction rallies more interesting, more competitive as well, because you're actually getting to fight or compete against other factions directly. And so I think that's a good way to boost faction rallies. You can even put an exclusive PvE event in there as well. Obviously, you're not going to be directly challenging other players in PvE, but in PvE, if you have players complete that specific activity during that week the faction rally is on, they can also earn points for their faction that way as well, and you can have multiple difficulties for that as well. So I think just having an exclusive game mode or activity for the week that these events are on can be something that they can explore for future. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Curse of Osiris is coming up this week. So we got some new stuff coming out for Destiny 2 for now. I'm really excited to see what new loot we're going to be able to earn, some new exotics, as well as completing the new raid lair. So we'll see how everything goes down once Curse of Osiris comes out. Thank you guys for watching as always once again, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!